After weeks of surging daily COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations, face masks are now mandatory for any Texas counties with 20 or more cases. The executive order went into effect at 12:01 this afternoon. Yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott explained his decision to Texans.
We are now at a point where the virus is spreading so fast, there is little margin for error. We must do more to slow the spread without locking Texas back down.
Here's how the new mask order works. You must wear a face covering if you're in a commercial or public space, as well as outside if you can't maintain a 6 feet distance. You're exempt if you're 10 years old or younger, if you're eating, drinking, or have a health condition that prevents you from wearing a mask. You're also exempt during outdoor activities like running, swimming, and biking. And unless your county has different rules, masks aren't required at religious services or polling locations. However, they're strongly encouraged. Anyone attending protests or demonstrations must wear a mask if there are more than 10 people who aren't from the same household. But keep in mind, city mayors and county judges now have the power to limit outdoor gatherings of more than 10. And if you don't comply with the new mask order, yes, you can be punished. The first violation is simply a written or verbal warning. After that, you can be fined up to $250. Local authorities have the power to enforce, but you can't be jailed. All safe practices, the governor says, are necessary to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Standing for Houston, Michelle Choi, KHOU 11 News.